Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, because his mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, because his mercy endureth forever. Sing his mercy endureth for mercy endureth for mercy endureth forever. I'm going to be really quick with you guys about the boxing today, which was December the 1st. Well, it's not that anymore. And I already talked about Adonis Stevenson versus Alexander Gvorzdyk. And true to form, Gvorzdyk knocked out Adonis Stevenson. However, let me let you know that Adonis Stevenson actually looked pretty impressive in the fight early on, but as usual, he started to fade as we got later on in the fight. And I said it and I'll say it again. This guy should have retired from boxing after the Battle Jack fight. That's what he should have done. Didn't do it, and so he was viciously knocked out by Alexander Gvorzdyk in the 11th round. Kind of made me chuckle, but Stevenson is pretty much knocked out of the game completely, okay? Gvorzdyk put his combinations together, let it rip. To Stevenson's credit, in round 10, he hurt Gvorzdyk, but Gvorzdyk was basically outpointing him, outboxing him, and at the time of the stoppage, Gvorzdyk, as you can see from the judges' scorecards, at least two judges' scorecards, was way ahead. So, here's what it is. But to his credit, Stevenson actually surprised me by being very competitive. I thought Gvorzdyk was just going to give him a beating. He actually ended up being somewhat competitive, even though he's still sluggish and slow. Okay. Now into the fight that we want to talk about. Before I do so, let me deal with the undercard of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Now, of course, you're seeing the results there, but I want to talk more about that fight in a minute. First of all, Robert Guerrero was able to get a TKO win against Adam Mate, so he's back. These are mostly showcase fights. Julian Williams was able to knock out Francisco Javier Castro. Both Guerrero and Julian Williams were coming off of knockout losses, so this is really nice to boost their confidence and get them back into the fray. Of course, Robert Guerrero coming out of retirement. Chris Arreola I don't know what his fight results were. Joe Joyce, the young promising heavyweight, faced Joe Hanks and stopped him in the first round. I remember that stoppage. Dude tried to get back up and kept on falling down, so it was pretty funny. Luis Ortiz got his KO late in the 10th round. He caught the guy first with the overhand. I think it was the overhand left. And then afterwards he finished the guy off with a flurry of punches. The referee coming in between to stop that fight. So King Kong doing his thing. Jarrett Hurd actually had a great competitive fight with Jason Wellborn, having to turn on the heat after Wellborn put some heat on him and got him to the ropes. He turned on the heat, and Jason Wellborn caught him with a body shot. I believe it was a spleen shot that put down Jason Wellborn. He just did not get back up. Okay. Now, to the main event. Now, I did say that this fight could have been a draw. It was, we considered it a 50-50 fight. Tyson Fury boxed the ears off of Deontay Wilder. However, Wilder was able to drop him in the ninth. It was the ninth round droppage was actually a flash knockdown that Fury got. But the knockdown in the 12th was a nice, substantial knockdown. But still, Fury got back up from the knockdown and was able to proceed. The first time, the flash knockdown in the 9th, Fury taunted Wilder to bring it on. And I basically outboxed him that round if he didn't get knocked down. And then in the 12th, Wilder was able to knock down Tyson Fury. That was a solid knockdown. Tyson Fury still got up from it and was able to be competitive to the end of the round. So it was really good by Tyson Fury once again. Now, quite frankly, Tyson Fury outboxed Wilder for 8 rounds of that whole fight. If it wasn't for the 12th round and the 9th round, where Wilder definitely won those because he dropped Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury probably would have swept the whole thing. It would have been 9 rounds to 2. Okay, because Tyson Fury was winning even those rounds. He was winning every single round, except for when he got knocked down. So in the end, Tyson Fury would have had it 8 rounds to 4, which would have been 114 to 112. But Unfortunately, Tyson Fury's on foreign soil. He's in American soil, and so he ended up with a split decision draw. Alejandro Rochin had it 115-111. That is Tyson Fury boxing the ears off of Deontay Wilder. Robert Tapper, on the other hand, had it 110-114. I don't know how he had Wilder ahead, but he had Wilder ahead. And Phil Edwards had it 113-113. So it ended up being a split decision draw. But something I said that could happen because it was a 50-50 fight. I said this fight could end up in a draw, with Tyson Fury actually being the one I favored to win. In fact, Tyson Fury won this fight. It was a robbery. There's no way Tyson Fury lost this fight. And there's no way that Tyson Fury should have gotten a draw. You can't win the majority of rounds of a fight, like 8 rounds especially of a fight. Deontay Wilder had to drop Tyson Fury 3 times or stop him. And so this is an example of a robbery. Another example of a robbery was when Pernell Whitaker was fighting Julio Cesar Chavez and they ruled it a draw. In no way Tyson Fury, I don't care how you look at it, Tyson Fury did not draw this fight. Now, to Wilder's credit, he was able to drop Tyson Fury twice, the second time much more devastating than the first. Even though Tyson Fury got back up and shook it off and started back fighting Wilder, there wasn't much time left on the clock. But the point is that Tyson Fury won this fight, and you got to be fair, and these guys are not being fair. Now, I give Wilder all the credit for catching Tyson Fury, both in the 9th round and in the 12th round. And if Tyson Fury didn't get knocked down, he probably straight up won the fight, clearly. But what I don't understand is why this fight was so rigged. But now, if anybody had betted a draw, I mean, it was a 50-50 fight anyway. I told you guys this. If you had the fight a draw, I think you would make a mint of money, okay? You make a lot of money. But clearly, Tyson Fury basically won this fight. Minimum 8 rounds. He won. It could even be more. So, when you look at things that way, this was not a fair fight. I don't think the draw decision was this is not one you can actually explain. 114-112, even with the 2 knockdowns, 114-112. This fight is no way a draw. I don't understand the 113-113, quite frankly, unless Deontay Wilder got knocked down. It can't be 113-113. It had to be, I don't know. It would have to be what 114. It had to be 114-114. And how does that happen? You know, Deontay Wilder didn't have enough rounds to make that happen. So 113-113 makes no sense to me whatsoever. Okay? So Phil Edwards has a fake score. 113-113 cannot happen. If Tyson Fury has knockdowns, you have to count the knockdowns. And there's just no way. I mean, 2 knockdowns means you have to have an even number. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that if Wilder and if Wilder won, I don't even understand what 113-113 is. I don't even know how he got that, because I just don't know. So something's afoot with this whole scorecard thing, and I hate when people have to fudge something to try and make an undefeated champion look good. Wilder was out of his league. Okay. He caught Tyson Fury late, and he caught him in the 9th round. Good for him. But at the end of the day, he did not win this fight. Okay? That's all I got to say. You guys have a good one. And by the way, that was a robbery. This is an example of a robbery. You guys have a good one. Fury absolutely won this fight.